Good morning, students. So this is the part 3 of the chapter, the fundamental unit of life, and it is presented by me, Pooja Verma. So till now we have dealt with introduction, the discovery of a cell, cell theory, and now in this video we are going to deal with the shape and size of cells and the cell function, that is division of labor, and types of cells, in which we are dealing basically with prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cell. So let's get started. If I talk about the cell size and shape, so basically cells vary in shape and size on the basis of different organism and on the basis of the different part of the same organism. If we talk about the size of a cell, that it shows great variation. Okay, it shows great variations. Cells are extremely small, that is microscopic. As you all know that cells can't be observed by our naked eye, and we definitely need an instrument, that is microscope, to study these microscopic cells. Okay, so it is that small that it would be only being observed under the microscope, and microscope is something, an instrument that consists of lens. If we talk about its measurement, so a cell can be measured in micrometers, also known as microns. Okay, and holistically the eukaryotic have 5 to 100 micron meter in size, and prokaryotes have 1 to 10 micron meter. If we talk about the smallest cell, so mycoplasma and PPLO is the smallest cell. Here PPLO means pleuropneumonia-like organism. Is that clear? Talking about the largest cell, that it is with the ostrich egg, and the longest cell is the nerve cell that is present in the human beings. Student, if we talk about cell shape, so it is more variable. That means it having more variety than their size. Okay, and cells may be spherical, it may be sometimes oval, elliptical, spindle shaped, and cuboidal, polygonal, columnar, sometimes flat, and so on. Basically, the function of a cell, the cell shape, is being determined by the type of function it performs. Okay, so the shape of cell is determined by the function the cell performed. Here are some of the examples, just like amoeba. Amoeba do not have a fixed shape. It having an irregular shape, and this is something is the structure. The structure being vary due to the formation of false feet, that is pseudopodia, which is being helpful to amoeba to capture their prey. And next we are having paramecium. Paramecium is a slipper shaped animalcule, that is slipper shaped microorganism. If we talk about cell function that on the basis of division of labor. Now let we understand that what it actually mean, the division of labor. Student, as you all know that each cell that is present in our body has a very specific function. Okay, that is very specific in their functions, and that is being responsible for performing all the basic functions of a living being. Okay, so here that there is a phenomena that occurs in the multicellular organism, those organisms who are composed of more than one cell. Okay, in them a phenomena known as division of labor occur, and this is because that different parts of the multicellular organism is performing different functions. Just like heart, it has its own function, kidney has its own function. So different parts or different organ of a body, that's like human body, perform different function. And this is because this is being responsible because each cell present in our body has certain specific components which we known as the cell organelles. Okay, each cell present in our body has a different components that we termed as cell organelle, and each cell organelle is able to perform its very fixed and specific function, just like producing energy, making new material, sometimes formation of synthesis of proteins, duplication of DNA, something like that. So basically these organelles together constitute, okay, a basic unit that is we called as cell. And a cell, as we know, that is able to perform its function because of these cell organelles. So just because each cell is being designed or is being having its specific function, and that cell function is we studied about the topic division of labor. Is that clear? Student, if you feel any question, any doubt, do ask. I'm happy to answer them. Next we come on the topic that is types of cell. So basically, as we have discussed this earlier, on the basis of number, we having two categories, just like unicellular, that means single cell organism, and multicellular, that is the organism having more than a cell. Fine, as their body composition. But on the basis of their nuclear organization, keep that in mind, on the basis of their nuclear organization, cell is basically being categorized into two subheadings, just like prokaryotic type and eukaryotic type. Here the term pro means what? Pro means what? Means before, or sometimes we also known as primitive. And the term karyon means what? It means nucleus. Clear? So prokaryotic cell is the type of cell that basically constitute about primitive type of nucleus. One more thing, it is basically single celled organism, also termed as eukaryotic organism, having primitive type of nucleus. Just means it does not having nuclear envelope, okay, and the genetic material which is present is a single molecule of a circular DNA. If we draw a cell, so here the genetic material is scattered in the cytoplasm. Here is no nuclear envelope as we see it in the eukaryotic cell, okay, and these type of cell also lack certain cell organelles. Prokaryotic cells also lack cell organelles. What type of cell organelles they lack? Just like if we talk about, just like mitochondria, okay, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast, and nucleolus. Okay, so these cell organelles is poorly formed or function present in the cytoplasm of the prokaryotic types of the cell. And if we talk about the example of prokaryotes, so we can consider bacteria, okay, and blue-green algae. Is that clear? So basically, prokaryotic are the types of organism that lacks nuclear envelope, nuclear membrane. It constitutes primitive type of nucleus, basically single-celled organism, and the genetic material is being scattered in the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the liquid fluid that filled inside the cell. And these types of cells lack basically cell organelles, just like mitochondria, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast, and nucleolus. Just because it does not have proper nuclear envelope or undefined nuclear region, that is the reason nuclear material of the prokaryotic cell, is known as nucleoid. Clear? So these are the certain features of the prokaryotic cell. Coming to the next type, that is eukaryotic cell. Here U means what? It means true, okay, and again karyon means what? It means nucleus. So eukaryotic cell is a type of cell that have basically well defined nuclear membrane. Okay, eukaryotic cell is the cell that comprising well defined nuclear membrane, and the genetic material is being packed inside the nucleus. Okay, these cells have a very well defined nuclear membrane, that means well organized nucleus is present. Along with that, if we compare it with the prokaryotic, it also have well defined cell organelles. Okay, well defined cell organelles means what? That organelles are membrane bound. Just like membrane bound, they are having their own membrane. Just like mitochondria is fully developed and it is present for the energy production. Chloroplast is there. Nucleolus is there. Endoplasmic reticulum is there. Golgi apparatus is there. And if we talk about the examples, so all the human body, just like human cell, plant cell, and fungi, basically these are the certain examples of the eukaryotic cell. Okay, is that clear? So this is the basic difference between the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cell. Student, you can also refer to this table. This is the table which basically showing the differentiating factor between the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cell on the basis of the size of a cell, then nucleus, then chromosome, nucleolus, and membrane bound cell organelle. So in this video we are basically studied about the cell shape, the different size, and the cell division, cell function, that is the division of labor, and the various types of a cell on the basis of number, just like unicellular and multicellular, and then on the basis of nuclear organization, that is prokaryotic and the eukaryotic. Stay tuned for the following upcoming lesson, and thank you so much.